Okay, you know when you're young and you're getting married or you are married, you go do the same thing as normally everybody else does. Where here on the last video that I purchased in reference to, excuse me, that I made in reference to think about license. Look what it says. Here's an experience from one of the video viewers, right? It says, excellent video. Was married, look at that, was married with a marriage license ignorantly at the age of 20. Her, 19. 9 years later, and 2 children, she leaves. She wants out. So the state supports her and rewards her domicile, custody of our 2 kids. And she receives, look at this now, $700 a month from me for mommy support. And she's the adulteress. But under Title 4D, under the Social Security Act, it is all legal. And the state receives a legalized kickback for it. Hosea states, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Y'all listen to Pastor D. Hey, you know, and it goes from bad to worse. It really truly does. I try my best to give us the truth, and it's unpopular. It hurts at times. It really, 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 truly does. So, I mean, don't you feel for this man right here, who at 19, 20 years old, and then apparently his wife commits adultery on him. You know the difference between Hebrew culture, my culture, the true Hebrew culture, and Western culture, is whenever there were crimes that were committed in our culture when we were not in captivity, we didn't have prisons. Whenever someone committed crimes, we did not tax the taxpayer and those who were given to the temple. We didn't tax them so we could build prisons or build private prisons in order to house people and give them 3 squares and a cot when transgression is taking place. If you don't believe me, if you read the Bible, pick it up for yourself and see if anybody got incarcerated for any type of injustice, any type of transgression, or any breaking of law. See how they were rewarded. Because this is a total foreign concept. You know how much money we could save in this country right here alone if when someone commits sin, iniquity, transgression, whatever it is, instead of putting them in prison, instead of giving them 3 squares and a cot, if we would just do what the Bible says, we would rid not only our society, not only this country, but we would rid the world of a lot of wicked people, because you have to be truthful. You really, truly do. All of us are going to have to really face the music. The children that are being born today are coming from the seed of the wicked. And when you have people that have no conviction of law, you're going to produce a lawless generation in a lawless society. And if the righteous do not get together and make seed, and mind you, if you're making seed, don't make seed for what you can't afford. But if the righteous do not get together and make godly seed, we're not going to have the righteous ruling on this earth. And of course, there's too many wicked right now anyway. But you think about that for a second. This is one of the grand schemes, and this is one of the grand designs of this systematic disorder that we're living in, where they are dealing with you wisely, and they're not telling you, and then you have all your preachers and your teachers and everybody else who loves this world and love the way that this system is, and they will support and they will defend it all the way to hell. And then if hell freezes over, they're going to fight on the ice I mean, it is just utterly amazing how deeply entrenched, because, when you listen to me, you never know when you're going to hear something from the Bible. It's obvious from the title. It says Pastor Dow. Whatever it's going to be is going to be a truth. It's going to be a perspective that you've never heard before in your life. It will stimulate thought. It will cause you to think. Hopefully you start using self-autonomy. Because I have a lot of solutions for a lot of things. It doesn't mean that people are going to listen or do them. You have to understand, comprehend, know the position that you're in. There are different perspectives about a lot of things in life, but check out the Bible and see whenever someone sins, commit iniquity and transgression, if they created secure population centers. I call the jails and the prisons the system's way of protecting the wicked from the righteous. And don't get me wrong, I don't believe that everybody that is incarcerated in prison is guilty. I just think that there's a system of corruption out there. And they have to keep their prisons full because they get money from the feds. They get money, get kickbacks. But let me ask you, see how, since many of you go to church or you assume that you're either a Christian, Israelite, Muslim, or whatever, what does the Bible, the most powerful, holiest book that has ever been created on the face of planet Earth, what does the Bible say about this woman right here who committed adultery? Should she be receiving $700 a month mommy support? What does the Bible say about that? And not only what does the Bible say about that, tell me, anybody knows, what does the Bible say about her receiving this support as well? If you know. See, this is what we need. We need things that's going to stimulate thought so that people can stop playing religion and stop playing all these different philosophies and these theologies and ideologies that men put forth. Because when you go to these schools, these theological schools, they're there to shape your mind so you can keep people's mind and keep the generation or the population in line. Society loves the Christian perspective because they create what you call a moral people that will fit right on into their society. So therefore, most of your preachers and teachers, that's why I get on 501c3, they are agents of the state. And they have a particular aspect that they are putting forth. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody that's 501c3, some are in it ignorantly, some are in it willfully because of the benefits of it. But everyone that's in 501c3, they're most of them are not. Some very few are agents of the state, even though they signed up for it. But I tell you what, it sure would be nice if we could get some biblical, truthful answers and not opinions in reference to the questions that I ask. Let's hear it, huh? Well, what saith you? I want to know. I want to know, what have you learned through all these years of churching?